All right, day number 26, talking about the one-time offers or the upsell pages. So hop in and figure it out. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I am Jake, and today we are covering day number 26 in the One Funnel Away Challenge. Today is all about the one-time offers, or OTOs is what they call them, also known as upsells. I think everyone knows it better by that. So let's hop in. Russell's video. He's basically explaining what a OTO is, or one-time offer, or upsell page. Pretty much, he doesn't say a whole lot that is different. He's just saying, hey, do your hook, story, and offer. Now, he did have some advice on how to set up your one-time offers. He did mention something that was very useful. Keep the video between 2 and 5 minutes. You don't need a huge, long, drawn-out video for an upsell page. You just want to be like, hey, thank you for purchasing. That was a good choice or whatever. And but we have this really special offer for you before you go. He's basically saying do not end the sale. Do not make it sound like it's over. He mentioned putting some flashing red lights and stop signs to capture their attention as soon as they get to the page. What he's saying is keep it short and simple, keep it, to the point, but at the same time you also want to confirm their purchase in the first place. So this would be the upsells. So obviously they already purchased something from you previously, whatever your lead item is. They purchased that, so you need to confirm that in the video first thing. Hey, thank you for purchasing so-and-so item. Just a second here, I just want to give you a chance to get this one-time offer we have. So, something like that. That was pretty bad. Off the cuff, thank you. Okay, jeez. All right, anyways, what to sell? So what do you sell for an upsell? You got a couple options. If you're in e-commerce, more of the same thing is good, or a supplementary thing to the item you just sold. Now, if you're selling anything else besides e-commerce, e-commerce is product-based, something you ship to them, if you didn't already know that. Everything else, you want to sell them the next thing. So he did mention quite a few times to he didn't use these words, but Steven did, not to itch the same scratch. So if you've solved a problem with your product, don't offer the same problem-solving thing. So if you solved, I don't know, a cookbook, you sold them a cookbook, you don't want to try to sell them another cookbook unless it's like, I don't know, maybe one's for entrees, then the next one's for desserts. That would be the next step, the next logical step. So, okay, they now know how to make some awesome entrees because they have this book. Maybe they want another book that is awesome desserts. Something along those lines. You get the point. Anyways, the next logical thing that they would want after purchasing your item. He also did mention something pretty important. Do not have more than 2 upsells or you risk turning your customers away from you. It can annoy them. I know it does me, honestly. Any more than 2 upsells and I'm like, when's this going to end? So I agree with that. That's actually very, very good advice. But I have also seen funnels that are very successful that have 5 and 6 upsells. It gets to the point of being ridiculous. I know a couple of gurus do teach to have as many upsells as you can. One of them, highly respected, he actually goes, I'm not going to mention his name because I just called him a guru, but he says if they're willing to buy, keep letting them buy. So just have as many upsells as you want to have. I don't agree with that because it does, in my opinion, it does ruin the future opportunities you're going to have for that customer. It does maximize what you get out of them up front, but you generally lose it on the back end. Now let's scroll down to Julie's video. Julie's just kind of covering some quick tips about OTO page design. She did also mention to confirm the purchase in the video. And she did say to keep the top of the page the same. Here, we'll jump in it real quick. Now she did say to keep this right here the same. Basically, you don't want them to refresh or go back, or they risk being double charged. She said don't change that, otherwise you're going to have to deal with a lot of chargebacks and refunds and all that good jazz. That's pretty much all she said. She didn't go over too much. It was a very short video. She does have a really long video later, so we'll get into that one. By the way, today's videos were, I think, a little over 3 hours. No offense to Julie, but the last video, while there's some good nuggets, you don't necessarily have to take it today. That bad? That's kind of bad. She does cover some SMTP type stuff. She does show some quick little column adjustment things. Pretty much the stuff that I showed you in the previous videos. So if you've seen my previous videos, you don't need to watch that part of it. It's an hour and 50 minutes long, and it's just her answering questions that are being asked by the previous class. It's basically a live call that you don't get to ask your own questions for. There are some good questions that were asked. There are some good answers to those questions. But they are mixed in with probably an hour and a half of wasted time. Yeah. I made that sound a little worse than I should have, but you know, whatever. All right, Jim Edwards. He actually had a good video. I love this video. He said there's two types of OTOs. There's the done-for-you OTO, which sells a service or coaching. And then there's the next thing OTO, which is what all the other coaches were talking about. You do the next step, you do a tool, or do something to do it faster, somewhere along those lines. He did also emphasize the acknowledge the purchase they just made. Definitely make them feel like it was a good and quality purchase. You need to confirm it and just reaffirm their confidence in the purchase they just made. Steven's call. He's kind of going over like e-com funnels and stuff, so not really going over them, but he like has a little layout. He explains what he did for a past customer who sold watches. He used it as like an example of how to kind of merge ClickFunnels and Shopify together, which is pretty interesting. So if you have like a general store on Shopify, but you don't want to get rid of it, but you still want to use ClickFunnels for their upsell potential, their sales page advantages, and all that stuff, and the order bumps. If you want to use that and still keep your general store with Shopify, it's completely fine. He tells you how to do that in this video. And I thought that was pretty valuable, considering I am an ex-e-commerce general store owner, so I understand the struggles. 1% to 2% conversion rates are legit. Very hard to make a profit. Oh, he did also mention a pretty cool statistic. I don't know how accurate this is, but I'm going to share it with you anyways. He seemed pretty confident in it. Apparently, a funnel with an order bump, 2 OTOs, and 1 downsell will on average increase your revenue 540%. That's massive. Like, assuming that is true, that is absolutely massive. I did not confirm that. Heard it straight from Steven's mouth, so if it's not true, hey. If that is true, that's insane. Like, I knew there was a lot of power in funnels and upsells and downsells and order bumps, but I was thinking like closer to like 250, 300%, not 540. That's insane. All right. And yeah, that's pretty much to sum up. We already covered Julie's little Q&A for the most part. That was a super long video, and I watched it in chunks, to be honest. I watched like 20 minutes here, 30 minutes there, another 30 minutes there, and while there were some good stuff, I mean, she touched on the SMTP setup, and obviously most people are going to be struggling with that. In the end, SMT setup is a pain in the butt. Go to the help docs and just watch those. Just literally go down piece by piece. It is so complicated, way harder than it needs to be. Honestly, ClickFunnels needs to purchase a company that provides that service, because the system they have is very inadequate. I don't like it. We will be covering that on this channel though, so don't worry, and we will be solving that and posting the video about it. Definitely subscribe down below, hit the notification bell, and you'll get you'll get to see it as soon as it drops. She does also go over some column adjustments, which I think a lot of people struggle with, because you got to go in the column section here to get to the column settings. Click on it, and that's how you change your background color and stuff. And yeah, that's it. I mean, it's super simple if you know how to do it, and she does cover that in the video. So I think I explained that in a previous video, so really nothing new here. But yeah, that's it for today. That's day 26, one-time offers. I keep wanting to call them upsell pages. That's what they are. They're upsell pages. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. We are coming back at you tomorrow with another one. Later.